Hey guys, this is Strider Prime bringing you a special Gunplacast for November 4th. Normally I was prepared to do this in the next couple of weeks, like right after I finish building Unicorn. But the events that has been coming up off the internet has been sparking some debate here and, raise a few eyebrows here and there. For starters, we are now seeing a shitload of kits that's not coming out in the next week or month or maybe 2 months. We're seeing all the way up to spring. I've never seen anything like this. Have you?
Uh, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't really pay much attention. I usually forget stuff.
I understand. Sometimes we're kind of like
Uh-huh.
surprised that it comes out. But this announcement at the and I forgot the name of the stupid show, which I'm the Akiba Square Hobby Show, I think it is. That's happening right now for this weekend. We're starting to see some amazing announcements in what next kits we're going to be seeing in the next few months. For starters, and I'm going to use Gundam Guy as a point of reference, they've obviously confirmed the release dates of the higher grade version, HD remastered Gundam Seed series in Blu-ray. So there's going to be a four-box set. Prices are already listed, and of course the dates are listed as well for those of you who want to purchase the Blu-ray version of Gundam Seed. Promo videos on their site as well, so go to Gundam Guy's website to take a look. Now at the Gunpla Expo World Tour, the big announcement, and I think the first thing that threw me off, which I can't believe they're actually showing off, is the announcement that they're making all three master grade kits of the Age 1. So Age 1 Normal is
Hmm.
coming out in February. Age 2, I'm sorry, Age 1T, which is Titus, is coming out in March. And Sparrow is coming out in April. They
Yeah.
and even in May they have it listed the Garfram. Is it Gothram or Garfram? I can never.
Goffran.
There you go.
Goffran.
So that kit is coming out in May. That's
Yeah, but I already have problems with looking at these master grades personally
uh
because if you think about kits from series, like let's just go with Steed, Destiny, and Double O because they were the more recent.
right.
If you look at the kits of master grades, they usually have a stylized version. Like they're different from what you saw on the show. They have like more of a, let's just say, a more mechanical feel to them.
Right.
Looking at the age, it looks like a 1/100 no grade, and in terms of the design, it just has more like air vents on it. That's
True.
just me.
Well,
I don't see anything different.
no, that could be true. Maybe they did. Maybe I guess they're sick and tired of making 1/100 scale no grade kits, and they just want to market it as the master grade kits. But then again, I think remembered there was a comment or conversation from Bandai said that they were trying to find ways to make things cheaper. So they may be cutting back on these master grade kits. We may refer to them as 1.7 version master grades, not a or
Mm.
below a master grade kit. Clearly they're pretty much force feeding age kits to everyone who's are now starting to take a liking to the series, whether they like it or not. If the series definitely will go to 52 episodes, they may do what they did with Seed. I mean, I'm sorry, with Double O, where they did 2 seasons of Double O, then break for about 26 episodes with another animated series, and then the next series comes in and they introduce more kits. But again, this
I would rather them do that than have the really terrible last half of Destiny,
mm,
which I
well,
think why they did that with Double O because the last half of Destiny was just so god awful.
everybody still has nightmares of that.
Mm.
As
Well,
long as
let's just hope that my problem is though that they're really pumping these master grades out extremely fast. Think about how long did it take to get Exia
it's like about a year, more than
from
a
Double
year,
O?
more than a year, I guess.
Yeah,
No, we got it within a
about
year. I think we got the
it was more
master
than that.
grade. we got the Master Grade Exia as season 2 was kicking in. Because remember, Exia came out
Because the repair.
right, so it came in along the time where the second season was just hitting.
So it was over about a year, and Double O just came out, what, in the summer?
Right.
So yeah.
Well, remember they had a game plan that I guess they didn't realize how popular the series was, and maybe.
Let's hope this show is popular, oh boy.
Oh.
They're gonna have problems.
Now, of course, they're showing off a 148TL Age 1 kit, which is coming out in December for a price range of 89.25 yen. And another a couple of high grade kits, the GX's kit, which is
I like those.
that's actually pretty nice for 1260. That's also coming out in December. Then I guess we have listed the Zetas is coming out in November for this obviously this month, and December we'll have the Sparrow. Excuse me, the Sparrow. The Titus already came out this month. Next month will be the Sparrow. For those in Japan who I guess are into that, the AG kits, those are coming out as well at that same time, and you can get the nifty little gauging carrier, Builder's carrier case to carry your Gundam kits.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the news that we have for Age. Now, for non-Age kits, we've already knew that they were going to do some releasings of the Seed kits. Now, when we saw the high definition version of the Seed models that they have announced, we were kind of okay. That was an interesting gimmick, make it a little bit more cleaner design, better decals, and some interesting effects. Who wouldn't want the Jin blowing up into pieces? But with the announcement of a Master Grade kit, everybody was going nuts figuring out what it will be. And of course, they showed off the dual Gundam Assault Shroud. Basically, you're seeing the prototype version of the normal kit, and as you look at the other pictures, you see the actual armored parts, the bazooka, beam effect weaponry, and all that cool stuff that everybody's gonna have fun building. I have to say, I don't know what I really did not like this kit until I kind of liked the series a little bit more, and I appreciated the character who constantly got his ass kicked by Kira, because the guy couldn't let it go that he got a scar in his face, and he says, "I gotta kill that guy," and it's like those SD episodes. You remember those? I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Isaac, I think his name is.
Isaac and Diarca.
He's probably if the series kept on going, and I don't know why they would not pursue that series as an SD version of the characters, not as the mobile suits, as the characters themselves. They were funny. You have to admit they were ridiculously funny, and he would probably if Bandai was smart, they would continue on with another what was it, another Seed Theater, where Isaac is proud that his mobile suit is being made as a Master Grade, but in the background he's like pissed off. He says, "Oh great, now they're making a Master Grade. Why not make it at 148 scale, or why not make it as a real grade?" He'll be still pissed off, no matter what how we look at him, and then he blows up.
Okay, and they kind of set him to the back burner in Destiny, so.
I know. I think he even almost got his ass kicked on that, but I never bothered.
No, freaking in Destiny, he freaking kicked ass in the freaking the Zaku.
Oh yeah, the custom Zaku.
Yeah, that with the B-Max. He freaking kicked ass with that thing. Holy crap! He took out like a couple of the those extended ones in the chaos in them.
I actually would love to see that as a Master Grade. The custom custom Gof and the custom Zaku.
Well, if it keeps up, if they do good with this, I mean, obviously this was I figured it was the next best choice because it is basically the Strike design. It's the closest thing.
Right, and
so it's all they had to do was new armor.
The interesting thing, of course, it's coming out in February, so 2 Master Grades are coming out in February of 2012. Prices to be announced, but I think it's going to probably revolve around what, 30,000, 35 or 3,800 yen or something like that?
I'm thinking more like 4,500 yen, just because of all the armor accessories.
That could be true. All right. Next up, we're looking at here is the Master Grade Full Armored Unicorn Type 94 Base Jabber. Now, no release date, no price range. As you can see, it's the same mobile suit, but you get a sled-like aircraft for the unicorn to fly in. Now, I don't know. Again, I've asked you this, and I think you told me you haven't watched it. You didn't watch Char's Counterattack. In that movie,
Well, bits of it. I
yeah,
don't think I've ever watched it straight through.
the movie shows, of course, the mobile suits being transported from one aircraft or one ship to another, or to bases, using a sled-like device like what you're seeing there.
That was actually also used in Wing.
Yes, I do remember in Wing something like that. And this is kind of cool that they're actually introducing it for this mobile suit.
This is actually more of a throwback to the RX-70 or the RX-178 Mark II, when it had the flying unit that it was using to re-enter the atmosphere, where everybody else had those parachutes
Oh yeah,
that
that's
open up.
right.
Well, the Mark II had that. It was actually it was shooting down a couple suits while they were going back in the atmosphere.
Well, that's
A
a good.
lot like it.
It's a cool thing that they've added this. I would like to see the opposing side, the Xeon, have their own version of this for the other Xeon kits. Obviously, I don't think we're going to be seeing any type of unicorn mobile suits in master grades for at least over a year. They're now focusing on age and now seed, and right now with the with finally letting I guess in January, once we get heavy arms, we'll probably not see no custom kits from them for quite some time. So again, I'm just shooting out of my babbling here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I think the reason they made this mode is to give the actual unicorn mode something to do with some of the accessories from the full armor.
mhm,
Because it's basically all for the destroy mode. This actually gives it something to do.
right.
So if you had, say, you had another like us, you had an extra unicorn master grade, you could have the destroy mode, and then you could have the unicorn mode on that if you wanted. If you didn't want the huge accessory pack
Mm.
all on the one.
I wonder if they will make it separate, kind of like what they did with the. Remember the core booster for the Victory Gundam, where there was both the Victory Gundam, the core booster fighter, and then there was the Victory Gundam with the core booster system set up. Remember?
I don't know. Looking at this picture more, it looks like I think the middle part is completely separate, and the fuel tanks just come off.
Hmm.
If you look at some of those close-up pictures.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure that out. Again, this announcement just came out last night to now. We'll probably find out more tomorrow if they continue on showing some cool stuff. And speaking of cool stuff, in the they have a big secret. Apparently, there's going to be more unicorn high grade kits, and judging by the secret panel here that we see here, middle one clearly could be the Banshee, and to the
Yeah.
left, and to
How
the
many episodes are they supposed to do of Unicorn?
it's supposed to be 6. Right now, we're going to number 4, and next year will be 2 more.
Okay, so yeah, maybe they'll wait till then and then release the Banshee, so it's closer to when they actually have the OVA.
That's right. So right now, it could be a possibility of the Banshee or the Jugag, which is that elephant-like mobile suit that we commented about in the last in our.
I have to admit, I wouldn't mind having that. It's kind of cool
Yeah, it is kind of
in a weird sort of way.
right. Now, in other news, and this one is an interesting thing that they released now. Real grade 144 scale Sky Grasper sword and launcher. So that is correct. They're going to release, instead of you buying a separate real grade kit of the strike with the launcher or the sword, you can buy the pack, the Sky Grasper with both weapon attachments. So you can add it on to both your strike Gundam that you built a few months ago.
Yeah, but I think this is actually a good decision for them, but bad for us because personally,
Hmm.
now I kind of want to have a strike for each pack. So if they had released these with a strike,
Right.
it would have been cheaper because you don't have to have a Sky Grasper in there and then you have to buy another strike or another two. And it's the same price as the as a strike, real grade, 2,500 yen.
Hmm. Apparently, they're also Bandai Hobby Online is going to do another release of the real grade 144 scale Strike Gundam because they've listed as release date to be announced and price to be announced. But I don't know why they would do that, considering that it's already out. So
I don't know.
I didn't
Is it
understand.
all solid? I'm trying to figure out. Is it all like solid colors? It
Well,
kind of looks like that. I
it,
don't know.
it could be solid colors, but then I'm scrolling down and I see that it says here Hobby Bandai Hobby Online Shop RG 144 scale Strike Gundam Phase Shift Armor Deactivated Mode.
That
I
I kind of
guess,
want.
yeah. I mean, I can paint that as a deactivated one. I don't need it to be
Well, yeah.
deactivated just so I could look like I could paint it in my current one if I want to. But I guess this is for those who want that.
If you want to have another strike with another pack, at least I give you something different to look at.
That's true. Other weaponry that they're going to release with the strike, of course, the April issue of Hobby Japan magazine will come with the 144 scale Grand Slam sword for your real grade Strike Gundam. So get those pre-orders ready for that magazine because that's going to be flying off the shelves quick.
It also comes with extra hands.
Yes, extra hands indeed. We all know that the real grade Freedom is coming out in November, so we all are waiting for that one. Other kits
Oh,
that
yeah.
other kits that they're talking, obviously the Lagrau mobile suit type, four-legged whatever, that's coming out for the Seed line. That's slated for February of 2012, 1,300 yen. Good images on on this mobile suit being attacking the
Really
strike.
great strike, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like the first seed kit in how many years?
Oh, well,
Like original? It's is it? I don't think it's completely original. It might be parts of the Baku
it's
in there.
it's clearly less than 10 years. Clearly less than ten
Mm.
years.
Oh yeah.
They're re-releasing
I
it,
just find it funny if you look at the release of all the seed kits they're making into HD versions.
right?
The Baku was in there, but the Baku actually came out in the Destiny line,
Hmm.
which I find funny.
That's right.
It's just weird.
I think I do remember the fact when Seed was hitting for the first time, the Baku didn't come out as a high grade. It actually came out as a no grade kit,
Yeah.
and I even got that one hidden somewhere. What other cool little things from Gundam news? Well, new BB Warriors, new SD kits coming out. They're showing three cool little mobile suits here. One is the BB Command Gundam. Basically, it looks like a much better version of the full armor. I kind of like the four rocket missile pod and the targeting sight eye on this kit. So actually, I think this is going to be my favorite mobile suit once I get this. My favorite
These
SD
are
kit.
actually old. These are old designs. They're just finally releasing them now. But these
Right.
are like older Musha designs they've had.
Yeah, but these designs look
I
really
think
nice.
I think they have old kits of them. I could be wrong.
I
I don't
mean,
have them, but I think I've seen them.
but these designs are a little bit different than what I remember because if this was old, remember the SD kits for I think beginning with with the Seed series, the SD kits started to get a lot better than the ones from years past. They were just like con- like not too realistic SD kits. Well, even though they're not too realistic to begin with, but these will look a lot better. And
Yeah,
also,
they definitely look like they're better.
you got the Musha Gundam that's coming out, which looks really nice, and of course the Night Gundam. The Night Gundam looks really
Yeah.
nice too, with the
Oh, that's from Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3.
right. That is correct. I think that's pretty much it. I think we covered everything here. Um, some great kits. Obviously, they're showing off all people who competed for the Gunpla World Cup World Gunpla Builder World Cup tournament. Obviously, I didn't win, but no big deal. I'm trying to find the guy who
I tried.
won, but I can't find his mobile suit here. I gotta go to Bluefin Distribution's website and check out, find out who won. Go to Bluefin Distribution's website. They'll show off all the people who won, who competed for the show in New York, in I think Maryland, and some other places that escape my mind at this moment. So, on top of all this, other great news came out. SD, was it Capsule Fighter?
Yeah.
Has finally came
Online.
online. Has finally came out for the PC
In beta form.
in beta. Yes, it's supposed to run from November 2nd to the 6th. However, due to its first day, which delayed everybody and pissed everybody off, including you,
Yes.
I never. You whined for like hours.
Oh,
I,
shut up.
I told you it was going to give it a few hours. It was going to be up. And, as you can see, it came up and it was good. It was stable. They were not.
I had to go to work the next day, so I couldn't play it as much. Thank you very much.
Yes, and you took the day off on the day that was going to be released.
I didn't take the day off. I just had the day off, coincidentally enough.
And you were waiting from what, early in the morning until it was released at 7 o'clock at night, and then even that didn't work out well.
I was checking periodically, okay? I wasn't like hanging on. It was supposed to be around 7 o'clock at night, and so at 7 o'clock at night, I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited.
Well, nevertheless, after all of our frustrations and pounding our head against the wall, the games began. The game was stable enough to play the next day, which we both rocked in it till our.
I didn't get next to you.
Yeah, that was another thing. We were given these Astro coins that at first the coins were designed as a temporary fix, so as to test it out and actually see if we can get some mobile suits. I did purchase what was it? I did purchase the Strike, which was, I think you did it and I got one. But then of course they had that little vending machine type thing that you entered a coin and see what you got. What did you get?
I got the Ground Terran, the Enact, the GN flag, not GN flag, just the flag, and I got like some items you can get to like increase experience, some operators to help you out. That's about it.
I got the same thing like you did with the sub items and operators. But for mobile suits, I got the Zeta, the Enact, Dynamis, um, Exia, which you got mad at me. I was trying to see if I can gift it to you, but I couldn't figure it out. Were you able to figure it out?
I'm assuming you can't, at least not yet.
Well, hopefully when this game goes live, we can trade our.
Well, I think after the beta's over, everything's reset. So what we're doing right now, I don't think it's gonna have any over like effects later on.
I did notice one little bug thing, of course. I was trying to record the game to show off everybody, but I've noticed one little flaw. If you're in the game lobby and you're recording, fine. The minute it begins to play, it kicks you out. And then you have to relog back in again. And I noticed that happens every time I start recording.
When did you try that?
I tried that yesterday. I did it twice. I'm gonna do it again after I post, and see if that works again. If it gives me that problem again. If it does, and
it might. They were doing server maintenance, so it might work now.
Well, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna be showing off video gameplay of the series, and give our take on this. It is, I have to say, my new favorite game for my PC, and finally a PC game for Gundam. Not a mod, not somebody who making a flash game, a real PC-based game of Gundam. So thanks.
4 years late, but better late than ever.
Yeah, and in English. I know somebody's gonna complain.
God.
Yeah, somebody's gonna say, "Oh wait, there's an MMO of that." Well, guess what? It's not in English. Once it's in English, then then I say yes. But this beat it. Yeah. So shut up.
Yeah. I mean, I already played this game a couple years ago, but I couldn't do much because I couldn't read it.
Well, now we can figure out what we were doing wrong.
I've already done so much more than I did before.
Well, It's it's an interesting take on this. I kind of like it. I kind of like all the cool things you can get. Obviously, it's a grind like any type of online game, but I'm glad that they're at least. Well, I know that on the Facebook page, I think there were like over 30,000 people liking this game. So whether there are 30,000 people playing it or more, who knows? And for those of you who are on Facebook, if you like the game, you'll get some cool prizes. Or I guess there was something that I read about that you have to like the game to get some codes. I think you still got to get the code to play the game once it goes official. But I don't know. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. We kind of covered all the cool stuff that we've now noticed happening within the past couple of days. We're gonna be. I may do another Gunplacast if things come out. Something come out again that we have to talk about and babble. But yeah, it's amazing news. We're gonna be seeing some amazing kits coming out. Surprisingly, no perfect grade, but I wouldn't. I wasn't expecting a perfect grade for this calendar year. And hopefully, yeah, Bandai is listening to me. Give it a break. Give it a break until maybe a year or so when, everybody's tired and then you release a perfect grade, you know, MS Ball.
Well,
Oh, with that being said, I think that's pretty much it. Thanks again for listening to our quick commentary of the new stuff that's coming out for Bandai. And stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all take care.
bye bye.
Bye-bye.